We had a plan. Deadlines were set. Kickoff was energizing and the team was ready to deliver. But somewhere along the way, things started unraveling. Tasks stalled. Communications frayed. Stakeholders grew impatient. Now the project is teetering on the edge and all eyes are on you. Projects fail or falter for all kinds of reasons: unclear scope, shifting priorities, resource constraints, unexpected roadblocks. The real challenge isn't just the problems themselves, it's navigating through them without burning out or burning bridges. You can recover a failing project without losing your mind. With the right mix of composure, clarity, and courage, you could turn things around, or at least walk away knowing you did everything possible with integrity. First step in recovery is recognizing that the project is in trouble. It's deceptively complex to admit. Many leaders fall into denial, convincing themselves the issues are temporary or minor. Others react emotionally, which can cloud judgment and stall action. Instead, take a deep breath and assess the signals. Deadlines are consistently missed or pushed. The team is unclear on priorities or next steps. Budget or resource use is out of control. Stakeholders are disengaged or frustrated, or team morale is visibly dropping. Acknowledging these red flags early without panic creates the foundation for recovery. One red flag doesn't mean failure. However, the more red flags there are, the more difficult the recovery may be. Stay curious and critical. Your role now is to understand the why behind the chaos, not to assign blame. Might seem counterproductive, but before you jump into action, pause. Give yourself and your team a moment to regroup and review what's actually going on. Start by stepping back, reviewing plans and status reports, and evaluating the fundamentals. Is the scope clearly defined? Has it expanded without alignment? Are responsibilities clear? Do people have the capacity and skills to execute? Were the original timelines realistic? Have they shifted? Are expectations aligned, or have they changed over time? Do you have what you need? People, tools, funding, and access? This isn't about stopping all work indefinitely. It's about creating enough space to reflect with intention. Have honest one-to-ones with your team. Revisit documentation. Conduct discussions with key stakeholders to identify discrepancies between the plan and reality. It's crucial during this phase to listen more than you speak. Your goal is to gather insight and thoroughly assess the situation rather than assert control. You're identifying root causes, not surface level symptoms. Once the damage is assessed, resist the urge to slap on a few quick fixes. Patching problems without addressing underlying issues often leads to repeated failures and deeper frustration. Instead, rebuild your plan from the ground up. Clarify and simplify the scope. What must be delivered and what can be trimmed or postponed? Reprioritize tasks. Focus on the high impact deliverables. Consider a minimum viable product approach. Reset the timeline. Be realistic and build in some breathing room. Reassess risks and leave enough room for contingencies in the timeline. And then reallocate resources. Match the right people to the right tasks and make trade-offs where needed. Then, and this is critical, communicate the new plan transparently. Explain what's changing and why. Be honest about challenges and set expectations for the future. Most stakeholders will accept a revised plan if it comes with clarity, accountability, and a complete and viable path forward. Reframing the project can reinvigorate your team. It gives them a chance to reset mentally, leaving behind the frustration of what wasn't working. Leadership is never more important or visible than during a crisis. People don't just listen to what you say, they watch how you behave. Your composure sets the tone for the entire recovery effort. To lead with calm, first and foremost, pause before reacting. If something goes wrong, again, take a moment before responding. It's critical to accept responsibility for any issues without blaming others or yourself. Focus on fixing problems, not people. Your team is likely to be stressed. Show them empathy. Check in with each team member individually when possible, and encourage and support them throughout the recovery process. Being calm doesn't mean being passive. It means being deliberate, posed, trustworthy. Even when you don't have all the answers, your steadiness creates space for others to think clearly, stay engaged, and offer creative solutions. Communication is the lifeline of a recovery effort. When a project is flailing, ambiguity breeds anxiety. People need clarity to know what's happening, what's expected, and what's next. That means you need to establish a regular rhythm for communications. If you aren't already, be sure to have weekly stand-ups, progress updates, and decision check-ins. Communications should be concise and honest rather than vague. Share both wins and risks realistically without sugarcoating or drama. All messages must be tailored to your audience. Executives want big picture updates, while team members need tactical clarity. When you hit a snag, acknowledge it. When progress is made, celebrate it. Don't let silence fill the space. Silence is often interpreted as confusion or concealment, and it erodes trust. In the early stages of recovery, the overall project might seem daunting. That's why you need small wins, concrete, achievable goals that prove to the team and stakeholders and yourself that progress is possible. Examples might include completing a long overdue task, finalizing a decision that's been dragging on, or delivering a single feature or document ahead of schedule. Celebrate all wins openly. Recognize the individuals involved. Use these moments to reestablish a sense of capability and control. Momentum is psychologically impactful as much as it is practical. A few well-placed wins can shift a team's mood from hopeless to hopeful, and that alone is half the battle. Let's be honest, not every project can be saved. There's strength in knowing when to walk away and wisdom in doing it well. Some are flawed at their very foundation. Others are victims of shifting priorities, vanishing budgets, or organizational politics. Suppose the project no longer aligns with business goals, is causing significant harm to morale or reputation, or lacks the resources to succeed. In that case, it might be time to escalate, pause, or cancel. This isn't failure, it's responsible leadership. If you do need to pull the plug, do it transparently and professionally. Preserve relationships, share lessons learned, and document the decision-making process to ensure transparency and accountability. Recovering a failing project is never easy. It requires clear thinking under pressure, emotional resilience, and the humility to acknowledge what isn't working. But it's also an incredible opportunity for you and your team. Whether the team turns around or gets closed down, how you handle the process shapes your credibility as a leader. You'll learn what matters most under stress. You'll see what your team is capable of, and you'll come out the other side better equipped for whatever comes next. So, no, you don't have to lose your mind. This might be the moment you find your footing as a leader. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please take a moment to like, share, and consider subscribing. It would mean the world to us and help get word out. I'll see you soon with another tip.